Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Physics Tricks. So let's start with laws of motion DPP 5, and in this, as you can see, first question we have, and that is a body is placed over an inclined plane of angle theta. So one inclined plane is given. This is the inclined plane supposed to be of angle theta given, and one body is placed over it of mass m supposed to be the angle between normal reaction and weight of the bodies. So weight of the body is W, and that is vertically downward. This angle we have is 90 degrees, so this angle must be 90 minus theta. Then this is normal on it, and this angle we can say it as theta. This angle we can say it as theta. So over here, this is the normal we have. As you can see, this is the normal. And this is the W we have. So total angle is 180. So what is this angle? That is what we required, isn't it? So this angle we have, and that is 180 minus theta, that is pi minus theta. So angle between normal n and weight W is pi minus theta, as you can see over here, and option C is the correct option for the given question. Now the next question, it is given a body of mass 2 kg moving on a horizontal surface with an initial velocity 4 meter per second. So one body is given of mass 2 kg which is moving with 4 meter per second, comes to rest after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, its final velocity will become 0. Initial velocity is 4 seconds, time is given 2 seconds. If one wants to keep this body moving on the same surface with the velocity 4 meter per second, the force required is. Okay, so what is the deceleration? Firstly, we have to calculate. It is the final velocity minus the initial velocity divided by the time. So which is equal to, what is the final velocity? 0 minus initial velocity 4 divided by time is 2. So it is minus 2 meter per second squared is the acceleration. So deceleration we have is 2 meter per second squared. So deceleration is 2 meter per second squared. That is the retardation we have. So force required is equal to mass into whatever the deceleration is there. Mass is 2 into deceleration is 2, so it will become 4 Newton. So if you apply the force of 4 Newton, this body will move with the same velocity, that is 4 meter per second, forever on this surface. So the answer for this question is option B. Next, a man sitting in a train in motion is facing the engine. So that means this is the train supposed to be, this is the man supposed to be, and it is facing this side. That is engine, and acceleration is this side. Okay, he tosses a coin up. The coin falls behind him. The train is okay. So when he tosses what is called as the coin actually falls behind it, right? The coin falls behind it. What does this mean? Okay, whenever he applies a force and that coin is in the air, right? Here one concept is very important, and that concept is whenever the force on that coin, right, force on that coin will become 0 if you just release the coin, right? So once the coin is in the air, the force due to train will be 0. So train will accelerate forward, and this coin will have 0 acceleration in the horizontal direction. So coin will fall backward, we can say. So the answer for this question must be moving forward with acceleration. So option A is the correct option. Next question, a block of mass capital M is pulled along a horizontal frictionless surface by a rope of mass small m. So we have one block of mass capital M, it is pulled by a rope of mass small m. If force P is applied at the free end of the rope, the force exerted by the rope on the block is. Okay, so we want what is called as this force, right? The contact force. Okay, so firstly, what is the acceleration? It is the force divided by total mass, that is capital M plus small m. So therefore, what is the contact force we have? This is the capital M. Contact force, let us consider T. It is the acceleration A we have. So T is equal to mass times the acceleration, because force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass, what is the acceleration? P divided by capital M plus small m. So over here, as you can see, the option P capital M by capital M plus small m, or C, is the correct option. Next question. A block of mass 10 kg is suspended through two light spring balances as shown in the figure. So as you can see over here, both the scales will read 10 kg, both the scales will read 5 kg, the upper scale will read 10 kg, lower scale will read, the reading may be anything, but the sum will be 10 kg. Okay, so see, over here, as it is massless, tension over here and the tension over here, throughout the string it will be same, right? So whenever, do remember, whenever the string is massless, the tension in the string will be the same throughout the string. So therefore, both the spring balance will read 10 kg. So I hope this is clear. So it is the option A which is correct option. Now next, a car is moving with uniform velocity 30 meter per second. It is stopped in 2 seconds given. By applying a force of 1500 Newton through its brake, calculate change in momentum. So therefore, change in momentum we have is equal to force times the change in time. So which is equal to, what is the force over here? Force is 1500 given, in time 2 given, so which is equal to 3000 kg meter per second. So this is the change in momentum, that is 3000. Calculate the retardation during produced in the car. Okay, so what is the retardation? Retardation we have the acceleration we want, we can say, and that acceleration we have is equal to force by mass, we can say, or else final velocity minus the initial velocity divided by the time. So final velocity is 0 minus initial velocity is 30 divided by the time is 2, so which is equal to minus 15 meter per second squared. So retardation we have A dash is equal to negative of acceleration, which is 15 meter per second squared. So I hope this is clear. So 15 meter per second squared is the correct answer for this question. Next question. Consider the following statements about the block shown in the diagram that are being pushed by a constant force on a frictionless table, the acceleration gained by the block. So whenever these type of questions are given, what you have to do is you have to just take what is called as the acceleration is equal to the applied force, right? Applied force F divided by the total mass in the system, right? Total mass in the system. What is the total mass? 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10. And that is equal to, so over here, as they didn't mention F, we have to consider supposed to be 40 Newton will consider. So it will become 40 divided by 10, and that is equal to 4 meter per second squared. So they didn't give, so I considered it as 40 Newton, right? If they gave 20 Newton, it must be 2 meter per second squared. If they gave 60 Newton, it must be 6 meter per second squared. If they gave 80 Newton, it must be 8 meter per second squared. So according to force, the acceleration will change, right? So acceleration is always greater force minus the smaller force. Smaller force is 0 over here, frictionless it is, and that is the reason we have this has the acceleration, greater minus smaller divided by total mass. Okay, so this is the A. Now B, for B we want 3 kg and 5 kg. So between this, so we'll consider 3 kg and 2 kg as a system, and on this we want what is called as the force F dash. So acceleration just now we got 4 meter per second squared. This is 3 kg given, this is 2 kg given. So force F dash is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass is 5 into acceleration is 4, so which is equal to 5 fours are 20 Newton, right? So the option is not given, so I'll just create this 20 Newton. So option B is the correct option, and over here option B is the correct option. So according to force it will change. So I have considered 40 Newton. According to that I got 4 meter per second square and 20 Newton as the answers. Okay, so next, now in this question it is given a horizontal force of 500 Newton pulls two masses 10 kg and 20 kg connected by a light string and placed over a frictionless horizontal table. So horizontal table, two masses are given. One is 10 kg, other is 20 kg. What is the tension in the string if the force applied on the 20 kg? So if 500 Newton force is applied on 20 kg, what is the tension? And what is the tension if the force is applied on 10 kg? So this is the first one. So firstly calculate acceleration. Acceleration is greater force 500 minus smaller force 0 divided by total mass in the system is 30. So you will get 50 by 3 meter per second squared. Once you got the acceleration, find out the tension. So tension you can consider only for 10 kg block. So this is 10 kg block. This is the tension and this is the acceleration. So tension we have is 10A, so which is equal to 10 into 50 divided by 3, which is 500 divided by 3 Newton. So this is the for 10 kg, and if the force is applied on 10 kg, now this is 20 kg supposed to be and this is 10 kg, acceleration will not change but the tension, yes, obviously will change right now. So therefore over here acceleration will be 500 minus 0 divided by total mass is 30. So acceleration is 50 by 3 meter per second squared, but the tension T dash will change, and as you can see this is 20 kg block, this is tension T dash, and acceleration is 50 by 3. So T dash we have 50 into 20 by 3, so which is 1000 divided by 3 newtons. As you can see, initially we have tension as 500 by 3. If you apply the force on 20 kg block and if you apply the force on 10 kg block, the tension will be 1000 divided by 3 Newton. Chalo, next question. How can you lower a 10 kg body from a roof of a house using a cord with a braking strength of 80 kg weight? Okay, braking strength of 80 kg weight indicates this is a rope of braking strength 80 kg weight indicates the maximum it can bear is 80 into 9.8, which is equal to 98 into 8. 8 8s are 64, 6, 78 Newton. So maximum it can bear is 784 Newton, and the body we have is actually of 80 kg weight, indicates 80 into 9 point, sorry, it's not 80, it's 100. So 100 kg weight, 100 into 9.8, which is 980 Newton. So the maximum it can bear is 784. The body has weight 980. So what is that acceleration, right? What is that acceleration so that the maximum tension in the string is 784? So that is what we have to calculate. Acceleration is equal to greater force minus the smaller force divided by total mass in the system. What is the total mass we have? Total mass we have is 100 kg. So which is equal to, we have 98 common, 10 minus 8 divided by 100, so which is equal to, this is 2 divided by 100, so 98 into 2 divided by 100. So what is the acceleration which we have? It is 196, that is 1.96 meter per second squared. So if we have the acceleration in the body, and that is equal to 1.96 meter per second squared, then this string will not break. If the acceleration exits, right, it will be like 2-3 meter per second squared, nothing will happen to the string. But if the acceleration is lesser than 1.96, string will automatically will break. Why? Because the maximum it can bear is 784 Newton. Chalo. So next and the last problem which we have, two bodies of masses 1 kg and 2 kg are connected by a very light string passed over a clamped light smooth pulley. If the system is released from rest, find the acceleration of two masses. So this is the pulley given, and on the one end we have 1 kg, other end we have 2 kg, and we want what is called as the tension. So over here, this is 10 Newton, this is 20 Newton, the acceleration in the downward direction, this acceleration in the upward direction. So we have acceleration as, always remember, greater force 20 minus smaller force 10 divided by total mass of the system 3. So it will become 10 divided by 3 meter per second squared. Now once we got this, you can have the free body diagram for 2 kg. It will be 20 minus t must be equal to 2 into a. So t we have is 20 minus 20 by 3. So we'll get tension is equal to 40 by 3 Newton. 40 by 3 Newton. So acceleration we have is 10 divided by 3 meter per second squared, and tension we have, and that is 40 by 3 Newton. Now if anyone has any doubt in laws of motion, they can always comment in the comment box. I'll try to reply to your comment as soon as possible. Thank you so much.